Oh, good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday. We're talking more about the Friday threat coming up here in just a little bit. But tomorrow we've got more showers for the morning hour, and that's a bit of a change from what we had just 24 hours ago when we kind of had 20%. What's happened is the showers we've had out there today, they kind of saturate the atmosphere, kind of setting us up for some rain in the morning, and that rain may linger through at least 1 o'clock. And overall, what that's going to do is going to cool the atmosphere quite a bit. So our warm up into the mid-60s won't happen until late in the day tomorrow. Here are the weather headlines. We're talking Wednesday morning showers with some light rain showers out there, and then getting warmer. Strong south wind coming in Thursday, maybe 15 to 20, and then gusting to 30 miles per hour Friday. Both afternoons, really nice weather. The high tree pollen will really be the only issue out there. And the timing for the severe weather threat may be a little bit later on into 9 o'clock or so in the evening hours with the storm system coming in for Friday night, very early Saturday morning. I'm going to show you kind of the parameters coming together for that here in just a second. I also want to make note that Sunday evening into Monday, another round of thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong with some smaller hail and gusty winds, but I think a lower threat than what we may be dealing with Friday night. And it's not all that high, all things considered, but we're bringing it to your attention now. Here's the rain timeline for your Wednesday. Most of this in the morning. The most likely time frame for widespread rain is roughly 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then by 1 o'clock, things get fairly isolated, but still cloudy. And then over the next 4 days, 68 tomorrow, but you're probably going to be wondering about 68 around 1 o'clock tomorrow because it'll still be in the low 50s with the rain, but that 68 degrees will come after 4 o'clock tomorrow. How about 80 on Thursday, 81 Friday with our developing first alert, and Saturday looks relatively quiet, bit of a north wind, drier air, 73 for the high. Here's that threat of severe weather. You can kind of see it in double vision there behind me as we kind of change things out, talk about heavy rain as well. And really in some areas this is just going to become a heavy rain event, as we see sometimes is the case with this, but there's just enough instability, just enough wind shear to really be on the lookout here anyway for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Now I have 4 p.m. in here for Friday, but that's for this graphic for you maybe watching anywhere in the country, right? Southeast Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and western Mississippi for that threat. As we get on into what we talk about, the physics here of everything, this is going to be the thermodynamics of everything, the instability, and we're still several days out from this. So we're using the European forecast model guidance here, and what you're going to see is the fact that it's starting to build these higher CAPE values. This is 11:30 at night too. CAPE is convective available potential energy. This is buoyancy. This is the parcels of air rising or falling. And there's just enough lift out here. There's also wind shear going on. But you'll notice a little bit of a change here from 11 o'clock just past midnight as we start to see an increase here in Hartselle, Coleman down to Birmingham and Huntsville. These are not extremely high, but we're still several days out, and a lot of times the model guidance underestimates the instability this far out. So we will be watching that. And here's kind of what it looks like what you're used to seeing as far as all the reflectivity, the forecast guidance here. And notice the time here. This is 4 o'clock. So if you've got places to go, maybe you're headed out for spring break, you're headed south, or maybe you're headed back north from the beach, or maybe you're headed up to the Smoky Mountains, there's still time to beat this storm system as it moves in, but it is a fairly large storm system. If you're traveling west, of course, you're going to run into it sooner. This is 7 o'clock Friday, strong gusty winds. We're in the 70s around here. And then as we get past 9 o'clock, that's when that window starts to kind of open for us for these strong to severe thunderstorms. But I will say, looking at just face value of the reflectivity of forecast guidance-wise, it's fairly wide, and usually when this broadens out, it's typically heavy rain. But we're not going to take our eyes off it because there's still that threat of some isolated damaging wind gusts and just enough wind shear out there for a low-end tornado threat. So as far as the supercell threat, I don't see that, but still we're still a ways out from this. So over the coming days, we'll keep you better advised here. And what we're going to start doing is seeing more and more fine, detailed resolution within the forecast guide. So that's your YouTube update for this Tuesday evening.